You know who's not laughing today? Davante Adams. He's not laughing today.
Oh, my gosh, he's so mad.
Davante Adams not laughing at all. I spoke to him on Friday, and the contents of that conversation still sitting on our YouTube feed. And he said he was, when I asked him point blank if he was happy being a Raider, he started his answer with, well, I'll just say this. Words that you don't normally have. Like if you just ask Sarah, if Sarah asks you, are you happy in this relationship? And you start the answer with, well, I'll just say this.
Oh, gosh.
It's not going to go well for you.
Oh, no.
I would proffer to say the same thing. If, Susie, are you happy with this relationship? And I'll be like, well, I'll just say this.
It was like Tom Brady. Are you a cheater? Well, I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's just that's not the way you start an answer when you're asked about a relationship. And sure enough, he's basically saying he loves the guys, he loves being there, loves being around the guys, and that he made a decision to be there, and he's not a guy that regrets anything, and he's not a guy that's going to, demand a trade and anything like that. But you got to wonder how he's feeling right now after all of that. And the Raiders, according to Tom Pelissero on Sunday's NFL Game Day morning, that they had a clearing of the air meeting with coaches and players all together, and everybody spoke from various parts of the roster, stars and also guys closer to the 53rd man on the roster, all got things out there and cleared their minds and got things off their chest, and we got that last night. Oof. A 26-14 loss. Look, it's the Lions are a terrific football team.
Yeah.
And the Lions came off of a dreadful loss themselves, and their first Monday nighter at home in a half a decade. You knew Dan Campbell would have them all stirred up and that they'd give their best effort in that situation. And the 14 points that we saw, one good drive, and then a pick six from Marcus Peters, and that's all she wrote. And then we saw Davante Adams. He could have had last night, had Jimmy Garoppolo found him on wide open passes, could have had a night to the tune of about 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. Instead, it was 1 catch for 11. He did not corral a third down pass late in the game when it was 16-14 in the third quarter. And it led to a turnover on downs, and the ball was not thrown perfectly to him. He just didn't get, at one point, the Raiders turned over the Lions, and then Garoppolo's next pass into the end zone, way short of Davante Adams. Two guys on the Lions could have had it. It was a dreadful night for Garoppolo. Bad decision-making all around, including Garoppolo running for a first down. It was rightfully called by Troy Aikman on the replay. Amir Abdullah, instead of being there as an outlet for a scrambling quarterback, he turned around, thought Garoppolo was going to run, and started blocking for Garoppolo, who then now had to officially take off. But he turned his back towards the contact. And it's like, bro, weren't you in the hospital for this just like 6 days ago? Like, what are you doing? And it's just, but that's been Garoppolo his entire career. Remember, he didn't go out of bounds and he wound up blowing out his knee. And that's Jimmy G. That's what you're going to get with Jimmy G. You're going to get some really good throws. You're going to get some stellar games. And then you're going to get clunkers. And you're going to get moments where he's turnover prone, or moments like last night when he airmailed his receiver in Davante Adams, his all-world great receiver, who's desperate for a big game. It is now 5 straight games for him without 75 yards catching, which is one of the longest stretches of his entire career like that. And here we are on a trade deadline day. And this is what Davante Adams had to say after the game last night.
Honestly, I don't know what to say at this moment. I truly don't. I wish I had the words to say something that's not going to get blown up in the media and taken out of context. So I'm going to just, I just don't know.
I mean, that's a wise decision on his part, because I think if he said his inner monologue, it would definitely be spun up.
Well, we saw him slam his helmet on the sideline,
and yeah, we did. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.